welcome back. It's me, Shot, and if you haven't seen my last video that I just uploaded earlier, or as to why I haven't been uploading, then I would recommend go watch that, but I'm sorry that I haven't been uploading. But welcome back everyone to part 6 of the Minecraft ASMR mod showcase on Pam's Harvestcraft version 1.12.2. This is part 4 of the cooking section, and the second to last part in the whole showcase, as we have this set of chests, and then this last one here. Now, I will preface this part by saying that a lot of these recipes will be a lot more complex in comparison to the recipes down here, such as the sandwiches, the jelly sandwiches, smoothies and stuff like that. Not a lot of them, I believe, have similar recipes, and they do require more complex ingredients, so if you're doing this mod in survival, you just have to hope that you have a very good farm setup with almost every crop to be able to get all of these foods. Without further ado, let's go ahead and start with this. Sorry, there's a little bit of stutter there. Yeah, without further ado, let's begin. First off, a classic breakfast recipe is bacon and eggs, which is raw pork and an egg and skillet, and you get bacon and eggs. Next up, biscuits and gravy is gravy and a biscuit combined on a cutting board. To get a biscuit, it's dough and butter combined in a bakeware, and to get gravy, it's stock combined with flour combined on a cutting board, and you get biscuits and gravy. Next up, apple fritter is apple, cooking oil, sugar, and dough in a pot, and you get an apple fritter. Next up, sweet tea, which has become one of my favorite drinks as of recently with this extremely hot weather, is sugar, lemon, and a cup of tea in a pot, which to get a cup of tea is simply putting a tea leaf in a pot. Next up, a very odd recipe, but it's a creeper cookie, which uses batter, sugar, and cactus green dye to make a creeper cookie. All this in a bakeware, of course, that's what I was trying to say, and failed at it. But it is a very interesting recipe, to say the least. Moving on, honey bread is honey combined with bread on a cutting board, and you get honey bread. Next up, the honey bun is honey, dough, egg, and butter in a bakeware, and you get a honey bun. Next up, honey glazed carrots is, as you would expect, honey, lemon, carrot, and butter in a saucepan. Next up, honey glazed ham is honey, raw pork, and black pepper in a saucepan. Honey... This is a mouthful to say. A lot of these really are at some point, like this one. But honey soy ribs is raw pork, honey, vinegar, soy sauce, and garlic in a bakeware. Next up, Choco Voxels cereal is a cookie and milk in a mixing bowl to get Choco Voxel cereal. God, that is difficult to say. Next up, cinnamon toast is ground cinnamon, sugar, bread, and butter in a skillet. Moving on, corned beef, a bit more of a complex recipe as it requires many spices, is raw beef, salt, sugar, cinnamon, pure cinnamon, mind you, mustard seeds, peppercorn, spice leaf, and ginger, all in a pot to get corned beef. Cotton candy is next, and it is sugar, water, paper, any type of dye. It could be an ink sac, lapis lazuli, any type of dye that you have available, and cotton, in a mixing bowl, and you get cotton candy. An all-time circus favorite. I believe it's a circus food. I don't go to circuses or state fairs anymore. It's been way too long. Moving on is crackers, and it is dough, salt, and butter in a bakeware. Very simple and filling recipe. Next up, creeper wings is gunpowder, hot sauce, and cooked chicken in a mixing bowl. Very, very spicy, I would assume. Next up, dal, I believe it's pronounced, is peas, garam masala, curry leaf, mustard seeds, onion, garlic, and tomato in a pot. Next up, the durian milkshake is a durian, milk, and snowball in a juicer. Durian muffin is batter combined with the durian and a bakeware. Hummus is beans, lemon, sesame seeds, cooking oil, and 2 pieces of garlic on a cutting board to get hummus. Iron brew is a interesting type of recipe with the ingredients, which is iron ingot, redstone, spice leaf, sugar, and bubbly water in a mixing bowl. I guess if you are someone who likes to mine a lot more than you do farm, this is just the type of drink for you. Next up, lasagna is pasta, cheese, garlic, onion, and tomato in a bakeware. Perfect for whenever you are down on a Monday. I'm looking at you, Garfield. I don't know why I delayed that so much. The heat is getting to my mind today. It's causing me to make really bad puns with almost every food. Next up is lemon drizzle, though, or lemon drizzle cake, sorry. And it's lemon, sugar, batter, and butter in a bakeware. Next up, meatloaf is raw beef, bread, ketchup, garlic, and onion in a bakeware. Mushroom lasagna is mushroom, garlic, onion, tomato, cheese, and pasta in a bakeware to get mushroom lasagna. Next up, cooked mussel is simply cooking down a raw mussel in a furnace. Nether wings is next, and it is cooked chicken, blaze powder, and hot sauce in a mixing bowl. They say that it is quite literally hot as hell. Pizza soup is next, and it is cheese, garlic, mushroom, bell pepper, onion, and tomato soup in a pot. To get tomato soup, it's stock and tomato in a pot. Next up, poutine, which I believe is a Canadian delicacy, is fries, gravy, and cheese in a mixing bowl. We already went over the recipe of gravy, but if you don't remember how to get fries, it's salt and potato in a bakeware, not a mixing bowl. My bad. Salsa is next, and it's one of my personal favorite condiments. And to get it is lime, spice leaf, tomato, onion, and garlic. Some could say that salsa is not really a condiment, but I use it as a condiment for food that I eat often. So yeah, sardines in hot sauce is next, and it's raw sardine and hot sauce in a skillet. Next up, teriyaki chicken is raw chicken, rice, scallion, honey, soy sauce, and cooking oil in a skillet. Next up, Turkish Delight is an interesting one with pistachio, vanilla bean, orange, sugar, and water in a pot. Moving on, we have green eggs and ham, which is egg, cooked pork, and cactus green dye in a skillet. Next up, the theater box is corn, butter, and a chocolate bar with any type of soda of your choosing, and you on a cutting board, and you get a theater box. Cookies and milk is next, and it's any type of cookie, milk, and on a cutting board, and you get cookies and milk. Next up, crackers and cheese is the crackers from before combined with cheese on a cutting board, and you get crackers and cheese. Next up, chicken dinner. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Am I right? I hate the puns that I'm making just as much as you do. I apologize. But it is cooked chicken, mashed potatoes, milk, and any vegetable on a cutting board. If you don't remember how to get mashed potatoes, it's a buttered potato and salt in a mixing bowl. A buttered potato is a baked potato combined with butter. Moving on to a corn dog, it's batter, raw pork, and a stick in a pot. And you get yourself a good old corn dog. Next up, ham and cheese, ham and cheese sandwich is cooked pork, cheese, and bread on a cutting board. Next up, tuna salad is raw tuna, any type of pickle. It could be pickles, sweet pickle, or giga pickle, which the giga pickle is a very interesting crop. Black pepper, celery, and mayo on a cutting board, and you get tuna salad. Grits is next, and it's milk, water, salt, and cornmeal in a pot to get grits. Next up, butter cookie is vanilla, egg, butter, sugar, salt, and flour in a bakeware. Next up, the sugar cookie is 2 sugar, egg, butter, and flour in a bakeware. Potato chips is next, and it's the basis for a couple of the following recipes. And it is cooking oil, salt, and a potato in a pot. Next up, barbecue potato chips is those potato chips from before combined with ketchup, vinegar, and salt in a mixing bowl to get barbecue potato chips. Sour cream and onion potato chips is next, and it's potato chips, scallion, and heavy cream in a mixing bowl. Cheddar and sour cream is heavy cream, cheese, and potato chips in a mixing bowl, so similar to sour cream and onion. Tortilla chips varies from the other chip recipes, as it is tortilla, lime, and salt in a cutting board to get tortilla chips. And back to the regular potato chips, it's potato chips, scallion, and heavy cream on a cutting board to get chips and dip. Oh, it's on a cutting board, that's the difference. I was about to say, there's no difference between chips and dip and sour cream and onion, but it's the utensil. Interesting. Next up, cheese puffs. Cheese puffs is cooking oil, cornmeal, and cheese in a pot. Oh my. Next up, surf and turf is any vegetable, cooked fish, and any cooked meat. Wait, no, I didn't mean to do that. Any cooked meat on a cutting board. I'm going to be very sad if I have to pause the recording here because I do not want to edit this later tonight. But there's potentially noise in the background, and I apologize for that. And yeah, oh, that looks loud. Oh no. Anyways, next up is liver and onions, which is any vegetable, which I guess a jackfruit is a vegetable, onion, and any cooked fish. And you get liver and onions. The last item for this chest is fortune cookie, and it is paper, dough, and sugar in a bakeware. Moving on to the next chest is deviled egg, right out the bat. And the deviled egg is egg, as you would expect, mayonnaise, mustard, spice leaf, salt, and black pepper. Oh boy, that's gonna get loud. Mozzarella sticks is next, and it's cheese, batter, and cooking oil in a pot. I deeply apologize if it does get loud at this point. If it does, then just know that this is a warning that it might. I'm not saying it will, but it might, and I apologize if it does. Next up is succotash, which is beans, corn, tomato, spice leaf, onion, and butter in a pot. Fried green tomatoes is next, which is batter, tomato, and cooking oil in a pot. Potatoes O'Brien. I don't know if this is an actual recipe, but that name is just funny to me. Potatoes O'Brien is potato, onion, bell pepper, and cooking oil in a skillet. Tater tots is next, and it's potato, salt, and flour in a bakeware. S'mores is next, and it's a variety of recipes, which it's chocolate bar, crackers, and marshmallows combined in a bakeware. The cracker recipe we already showed, chocolate bar, is this to get 4, cocoa powder, milk, butter, and saucepan to get chocolate bars, and to get marshmallows, it's sugar, egg, and water in a pot. Combine all 3 of these in a bakeware, and you get s'mores. Next up is the steak fajita, and it's raw beef, onion, bell pepper, chili pepper, spice leaf, and a tortilla in a skillet. Next up is apparently a fan favorite among college students, ramen, which is noodles, salt, and stock in a pot. I apologize for that joke. I am so sorry to any college students watching that actually do have to buy a lot of ramen because student debt is something called a pain in the ass. Moving on, miso soup is... oh, it actually is just tofu. It's firm tofu, scallion, and water in a pot. Onigiri is rice, sesame seeds, and seaweed in a mixing bowl. Grilled cheese Vegemite toast, that's a mouthful to say as well, is grilled cheese and Vegemite in or on a cutting board. To get grilled cheese, it's toast, cheese, and butter in a skillet, and Vegemite is barley, spice leaf, water, and sugar in a pot. Combine those together on the cutting board, and you get grilled cheese Vegemite toast. Monster fried dumplings is rotten flesh, garlic, onion, and batter in a pot. Oh hey, there's no more noise. Fantastic. Or no more potential noise, I hope. Next up, crispy rice puff cereal is rice and milk together in a mixing bowl. Crispy rice puff bar is the marshmallows, as I showed already, and rice in a bakeware. Baba ganoush, I'm surprised if I pronounced that correctly, is lemon, cooking oil, spice leaf, and garlic and eggplant in a bakeware. Tomato herb chicken is tomato, spice leaf, and raw chicken in a bakeware. Pasta gardenia is next, and it is pasta, cooking oil, spice leaf, tomato, and cheese in a mixing bowl. Next up, Fiesta corn salad is corn, soybean, onion, lime, garlic, chili pepper, and tomato in a mixing bowl. I hope your garden's ready. Next up is 3-bean salad, which, as you can expect, takes 3 beans, spice leaf, onion, vinegar, black pepper, and cooking oil in a mixing bowl. Next up, sweet and sour meatballs is cooked pork or steak, pepper jelly, and grape jelly in a saucepan, which pepper jelly and grape jelly is simply sugar and that respective thing in a saucepan, if I'm correct. Yep. Indeed it is. pepper jelly and crackers is next, and it's pepper jelly, as I said before, combined with crackers on a cutting board. Salted caramel is next, and it is salt and caramel on a cutting board. To get caramel, it's sugar in a saucepan. Spider eye pie, a very odd recipe, but makes use of and negates the negative effect of spider eyes. And you get to make this, it's spider eye, sugar, dough, and bakeware. Next up, cheesy shrimp quinoa, I believe is how you pronounce it, I can never be sure, is any grain, milk, stock, garlic, raw shrimp, and cheese in a skillet. Next up, bulgogi, yes, I believe, is raw beef, garlic, black pepper, sugar, soy sauce, ginger, and scallion together. Omu rice is next, and it is rice, raw beef, onion, carrot, scallion, and egg. Oh yeah, and a skillet. I forgot about that for a moment. My mind has been blanking throughout this entire time, and I apologize for that. It's probably caused some slight inconsistencies throughout the video. And no doubt it will cause more. Next up is pemmican, which is any cooked meat, honey, any fruit, and peanut in a pot. To get pemmican, I believe is how you pronounce it. Next up, dried soup, which sounds absolutely disgusting, is stock and a bakeware. And you get dried soup. A crab kimbap? Crab kimbap is next, and it's cooked crab, seaweed, rice, cucumber, and carrot in a cutting board. Frog leg stir fry is next, and it's raw frog, rice, broccoli, carrot, and bell pepper in a skillet. That was odd. I got a message from one of my friends saying he's now officially 6 hours behind me because he's now in Hawaii. Oh boy. All fun nonetheless. He's currently in Hawaii for his birthday, so yeah. Can we get a happy birthday for the birthday boy? It's not actually his birthday today, but it will be soon. Anyways, haggis is next, and I've heard that it's disgusting, and given the ingredients in this mod, I can only imagine. To make haggis, it's rotten flesh, spider eye, onion, oats, salt, spice leaf, and black pepper in a pot. I nearly said in an onion, and that would have been a mistake. Chicken katsu is next, and it's raw chicken, flour, egg, and rice in a skillet. Chocolate orange is a chocolate bar combined with an orange in a mixing bowl. Festival bread is next, and it's dough, sugar, and cooking oil in a pot. Fruit cream festival bread is heavy cream combined with the festival bread with any fruit on a cutting board. Pho is stock, noodles, ground cinnamon, spice leaf, and onion in a pot. Bubble tea is tea leaf, water, sugar, and flour in a pot to get bubble tea. Cooked duck is simply smelting down raw duck. Wonton soup is soy sauce, ginger, scallion, dough, and stock in a pot. I wish it would rain here, frankly, because it is very hot. But anyways, moving on. Spring rolls is hoisin sauce, rice, lime, garlic, cabbage, spice leaf, and peanut in a mixing bowl. Meaty stir fry is raw, just any raw meat, onion, rice, carrot, and bell pepper in a skillet. I keep wanting to call skillets Skittles, and it is not a fun experience when you work in a kitchen. Pot stickers is next, and it's raw pork, cabbage, scallion, cooking oil, and soy sauce in a garlic. Ah yes, that is definitely what I meant to say. It's all that with garlic in a skillet, and you get whatever I was talking about, pot stickers. Yep. I'm a mess right now, I do apologize. Orange duck is next, and it's orange juice, raw duck, celery, carrot, and spice leaf in a bakeware. Peking duck is soy sauce, sesame oil, 2 things of sesame oil, 5 spice, which is peppercorn, spice leaf, ginger, nutmeg, and cinnamon in a mortar and pestle, if you don't remember. Flour and raw duck, if I didn't say that already, in a bakeware. Next up, stuffed duck is raw duck, onion, garlic, rice, apple, and carrot in a bakeware. To get stuffed duck, candied pecans is ground cinnamon, pecan, and sugar in a bakeware. Stuffing, a Thanksgiving classic, is spice leaf, toast, stock, and celery in a bakeware. Green bean casserole is next, and it's beans, which isn't there green beans in this mod? I swear there is, so I don't know. Where is it? I'm not looking hard enough and I don't have the time to. But it is beans, mushroom, onion, heavy cream, flour, and salt in a bakeware. Next up, ham and pineapple pizza, aka Hawaiian pizza, is pineapple, cheese, cooked pork, tomato, and dough in a bakeware. And yes, it's not technically full Hawaiian pizza, but it's got the pineapple and the ham, so it's close enough. Next up, the cobblestone cobbler, again a miner's delight, is butter, dough, and 6 pieces of cobblestone in a bakeware. Next up, crayfish salad is cooked crayfish, lettuce, spice leaf, cooking oil, tomato, and cheese in a mixing bowl. Ceviche, I believe it is pronounced, is raw fish, salt, sweet potato, onion, lemon, and spice leaf in a bakeware. And the last item of our second chest of the day is baked cactus, which is simply smelting down. No, it's not. I am wrong. That's how you get cactus green dye. To get baked cactus, it's cactus in a bakeware. And you get baked cactus, making any excess of cactus that you might have edible. Not too useful, but still very useful if you have a cactus farm set up. Moving on to our third and final chest for the day, or for the part, is a fun chest, as you can see here. Later on, it's getting into desserts, one of my favorite dishes. But starting off is mushroom steak, which is raw beef, mushroom, black pepper, and butter in a skillet. Hot dish casserole is cooked duck, or sorry, any cooked meat. I got confused because it popped up to cooked duck. But it's any cooked meat, any vegetable, 2 of any vegetable, cheese, and tater tots, which we showed before in a bakeware to get hot dish casserole. Sausage bean melt is dough, cheese, and beans with a sausage in a bakeware. If you all remember how to get sausage, it's any raw meat, any spice, and salt on a cutting board, and combined in a bakeware, and you get sausage bean melt. Metbrötchen, I believe it's pronounced. It is seemingly German. It might not be German, but it looks German. Is raw pork, bread, salt, black pepper, and onion on a cutting board. chorus fruit soup is using the new chorus fruit, well, newer chorus fruit, in a pot, and you get chorus fruit soup. Accoutage, I believe it's pronounced, is any berry, snowball, cooking oil, and raw venison in a mixing bowl. Why raw venison specifically? I do not know. Cantonese greens is next, and it's oyster sauce combined with cabbage in a pot. It actually lessens the total hunger value that you would get by just eating oyster sauce, frankly. Which, if you don't remember how to get, is salt, water, sugar, and raw oyster, and a saucepan to get oyster sauce. Tea, Earl Grey, hot Earl Grey tea, is orange and tea leaf in a pot, and you get hot Earl Grey tea. It's reversed on the text, but you get the point. Next up, egg roll is cooked meat, any cooked meat, dough, and cabbage in a pot. Egg tart is next, and it's milk, water, salt. That's not salt, that is sugar, my mistake. Egg, dough, and bakeware. Green tea is next, and it's tea leaf and spice leaf in a pot to get green tea. Misua is noodles, cooked pork, scallion, carrot, corn, coconut milk, which is a coconut in a juicer, and oyster sauce. Wait, I said that so weirdly, I'm sorry. It's oyster sauce, which we showed before in a skillet to get misua. Squid ink spaghetti is an ink sac combined with pasta in a pot. Makes use of, I suppose, a squid farm if you have one. Steak tartare, or tartare, is raw beef, egg, black pepper, and onion on a cutting board. Szechuan eggplant is vinegar, ginger, chili pepper, garlic, rice, firm tofu, and eggplant and cooking oil in a pot. Next up, bacon pancakes is cooked pork, milk, and batter in a skillet to get bacon pancakes. Next up, black paella is calamari, raw calamari, ink sac, garlic, stock, rice, and chili pepper in a pot. Blazing soup is next, and it's stock, netherwort, and blaze powder in a pot. Next up, chicken paella is raw chicken, raw shrimp, onion, stock, rice, and spice leaf in a pot. Escargot is next, which is raw snail, raw shrimp, butter, and garlic in a skillet. Guaizo is raw beef, tomato, sweet potato, noodles, and spice leaf in a pot. Jellied eel is next, and it's ground nutmeg, vinegar, water, raw shrimp, and raw eel in a saucepan. Next up, kale chips is simply kale in a bakeware to get kale chips. Pad thai is next, and it's lime, any tofu, any type of tofu, chili pepper, egg, peanut, and noodles in a skillet to get pad thai. Where is it? Next up, peanut butter and banana sandwich is banana, peanut butter, specifically peanut butter and not just any nut butter, bread, and on a cutting board to get peanut butter and banana sandwich. I just literally, that was weird. I apologize if my mic peaked for that, because I sort of just hit my mic. But anyways, we are definitely getting into what I can only assume is desserts now. Started with the peanut butter banana sandwich, but moving on, peanut butter cup is chocolate bar, peanut butter, and sugar in a saucepan to get peanut butter cup. The pinkel doesn't seem like a dessert, but it could be, is raw pork, onion, and wheat in a mixing bowl. Okay, we're almost to the major desserts. But pita pelt, I believe, maybe, I don't know, is flour, barley, salt, cooked pork, and potato in a saucepan. Sauerbraten is raw meat of any kind, vinegar, water, spice leaf, and potato in a saucepan to get sauerbraten. Now we move on to the desserts. Again, my favorite. Starting off with slime pie, which is a lily pad, mushroom, dough, and a slime ball in a bakeware. If you live near a slime chunk or a swamp, this could be a very, very nice food to have. Next up, strawberry rhubarb pie is sugar, dough, rhubarb, and strawberry in a bakeware. Next up, tiropita is cheese, egg, cooking oil, and dough in a bakeware. I wonder if this is a real recipe. Tiropita. Yes, indeed it is. It's a Greek pastry, I believe it said. Rose petal tea is next, though, and it's tea leaf and rose red dye in a pot to get rose petal tea. Potato skins. This isn't a dessert. What is this? Potato skins is potato, heavy cream, cheese, and cooked pork in a bakeware. It's extremely sweaty in here. Oh my. Next up is actually the desserts, I think. God, I hope. But it starting off, chili donut is chili pepper, cocoa powder, cooking oil, and dough in a pot, and you get chili donut. Next up, the cupcakes. Vanilla cupcake is vanilla, butter, heavy cream, sugar, and batter in a bakeware. Chocolate cupcake is replacing vanilla with cocoa powder. So cocoa powder, butter, heavy cream, sugar, and batter in a bakeware. Carrot cupcake is the same thing. I think these are all very similar. Yep, these are all the same thing as far as the base ingredients, just with one thing replacing something. So the carrot cupcake is a carrot replacing vanilla. Red velvet is rose red dye. Chili cupcake is chili pepper. Peanut butter cupcake is peanut butter. Lemon cupcake is lemon. Strawberry is strawberry. Mint is a spice leaf. Coffee is coffee beans. Sprinkles is more sugar. And caramel is caramel. Now with all those cupcakes out of the way, which has frankly made me quite hungry, we're on to the cherry slushy, which is snowball and cherry juice in a mixing bowl. Now that just makes me sad looking at it. Pan Bits box is next, and it's oh no, that's actually cocoa powder, ground cinnamon, sugar, cooking oil, dough, and paper in a pot. Also, if you've watched Stranger Things 3, you'll know why I'm sad about cherry slushy. Anyways, moving on. Stuffed chili peppers is chili pepper, cheese, and any raw meat, onion, and spice leaf in a bakeware. Slime gummies is next, which doesn't actually use slime balls, which sort of makes me sad. Wasted opportunity, if you ask me. Is cactus green, snowball, cooking oil, and raw venison in a mixing bowl. Chocolate pudding is next, and it's cocoa powder. Yeah, cocoa powder, sugar, and heavy cream in a saucepan. And now moving on to our final things of the day. Barbecue chicken pizza is barbecue sauce, dough, cheese, raw chicken, and onion in a bakeware. If you don't remember how to get barbecue sauce, it is tomato, mustard seeds, vinegar, black pepper, and sugar in a saucepan. Combine that all together in a bakeware, and now we have our barbecue chicken pizza. And last of the day, one of my favorite foods that I have almost every single day is... That is a very loud car coming down my street, oh my. But our last food of the day, and my personal favorite, as I eat it almost every day, is a quesadilla. And to get a quesadilla, it is raw pork, or raw pork, raw mutton. Oh god, this is actually very interesting because there's a variety of recipes. The first two recipes is either raw pork or raw mutton, flour, black pepper, cooking oil, and lemon in a skillet. The next way is cheese and tortilla in a skillet, and the last way is pickles, bread, onion, and pork sausage on a cutting board, which, to get pork sausage, is cooked pork, salt, and any spice on a cutting board. And that's all of the ways that you can make a quesadilla. In this mod, at least, you can probably make it a variety of ways, more than I know, actually. Yeah, you definitely can, because I use beans on mine, and there's no bean quesadillas here. So yeah, you can definitely make quesadillas in a variety of ways, in this mod and in real life, so I think that is definitely a good recipe to end on. We're getting close to the end, everyone, of this little mini-series. The next part, the 7th part, will be the finale. And yeah, it's gonna be interesting to finish this. But yes, anyways, guys, that's the end of this part. I hope you guys did enjoy and you were able to bear through my mess ups, because my mind is just not in the right place right now, because summer heat is not a fun thing. I can assure you of that. But yes, I hope you guys did enjoy, and I hope that this was a satisfying video to listen to or simply watch as well. And yeah, if you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like on the video, and if you're new to my channel and enjoy my content, please be sure to subscribe if you do enjoy it. And yeah, if you would like to talk to me when I'm not streaming or making a video, then you can join my Discord down below in the description, and you can follow my Twitch to keep up with my streams if I do end up streaming again, which I do plan on doing. And yeah, once again, I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everyone.